The Pietermaritzburg High Court has adjourned the private prosecution matter, which involves former President Jacob Zuma, State Prosecutor Advocate Billy Downer and journalist Karyn Maughn. Legal representatives of both Maughn and Downer asked the court to strike the matter off the roll. Reporter Simphiwe Makhanya attended the court proceedings.
The Pietermaritzburg High Court has adjourned this particular matter, which involves former President Jacob Zuma, as well as legal journalist Karyn Maughn and State Prosecutor Advocate Billy Downer. This is a criminal matter which pertains to the private prosecution that was instituted by the former president against the two individuals. In court here today, we heard from the lawyers representing both Karyn Maughn as well as Advocate Billy Downer, asking Judge Cili to effectively strike off the roll this particular matter, saying that the former president has exhausted all his legal avenues in terms of trying to challenge, the outcomes that he has been getting, which effectively have been dismissing, his appeal in terms of this private prosecution matter. We heard the lawyers representing Advocate Billy Downer as well as Karyn Maughn arguing that the former president is still in a way, doing what has been termed Stalingrad in terms of trying to prevent the main matter from proceeding. That is why he has been, coming and launching all these various court applications as well as appeals. But of course, we also heard from the lawyer representing former President Jacob Zuma, Advocate Buthelezi, they're saying that former President Jacob Zuma has not in fact exhausted all his legal avenues. There is still the constitutional court which still has to deliberate on the final appeal, and therefore this matter cannot be struck off the roll until that decision by the apex court has been delivered, effectively asking the court to postpone the matter and give them a bit of time to put together their appeal at the constitutional court, which will then pave the way and give an indication as to what will then happen with regards to this private prosecution matter which has been brought by former President Jacob Zuma. Eventually the judge, Judge Cili, deciding that in fact he needs to study this particular matter thoroughly, and he then decided to adjourn the matter until the 17th of April. But it was interesting to note that the former president was not physically in court today, but of course we have been seeing a number of his supporters, gathering outside the court premises as well as inside the courtroom, being led there by the daughter of the former president, that's Duduzile Zuma Sambodla. But where we are, this is where the members of the MK have converged. They are going to be now addressed by the leaders of the MK here after the court proceedings out inside, to basically give them an update in terms of what transpired inside. But we have been speaking to a few of them who have said that they've come here really to show their support to former President Jacob Zuma, saying that they stand behind him and they will always support him throughout these court processes that he's currently facing. In terms of what is happening now, the leadership of the MK is about to address the supporters of the MK, but we are expecting that critical judgment from Judge Cili on the 17th of April with regards to this private prosecution matter, which involves former President Jacob Zuma as well as legal journalist Karyn Maughn and State Prosecutor Advocate Billy Downer. It's back to you in Johannesburg.